मुकं करोति वाचालं पंगुलंघयति गिरिं यत्कृपाः तमः वन्दे परमानंद माधवम। परम प्रेम श्री ठाकुर परम पूज्य श्री श्री आचार्य देव के चरण में शतकोटि बार नमन। यहाँ पे उपस्थित सभी एस्टीम्ड फैकल्टीज, researchers, scientists, and brothers, sisters, to all my respectful regards, and I'll pray for all your healthy, wealthy, and prosperous life with a very happy Deepavali to all. So this is the time for the last presentation. I will not take much. So topic is here to how to overcome misfortune, a miss for the tune. So definitely what we are missing and what should be the tuning, on that point I'll focus. So I'll very quickly I'll come to the points. So misfortune, if we talk about that, that's it. In other words, durbhagyasali. So which means someone who is experienced bad luck or unfortunate circumstances. So you have to avoid those. For that, the journey starts from here, how to discover your self-discover, your significance of freedom, and what our responsibility, why you come here. That is the point we have to be focused here. So the essence of existence here, if you can, our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. So that is the Albert Einstein's quote. So here, our responsibility is very big, and we have to be focused. Then we have to widen our circle of compassion. Then only we can have a harmony. We can invite all those tunings with us, and with the Supreme, we can connect very easily. So our inner urge is to sustain. So everybody will agree that we all are existentialism. We want to live and to grow. So it's a prosperous life. So our achievement will be step by step. As all my previous speakers, they very elaborately discussed about the principles of being and becoming. So there should be a coherence in own thought process, in your word and action. And there should be a willpower, strong willpower, that is a faith, which was already discussed. So to lead towards a powerful determination, to overcome the fragile determination, we need a very focused life and a concentric life. So that comes to a reality. So that leads to so many things where you have to be cordial, you have to be loving, you have to be tactful, intelligent, all kind of adjective you can add to that. It's a limitless. And if you, I have cited here. So in this context, Sree Thakur enlightening us with his very holy words, spiritualism, as Thakur means, it's the investigation you have to do and the invention of how and why, by which matter extends and grows to the acceleration of being and becoming. So every matter, every fact, how and why, you have to analyze and to invent, you have to investigate, you have to know the root cause of the fact. Then only we can start something to speak about and we can describe. Unless until I don't know the root cause of any matter, any fact, any incident, I should not utter a single word about that. Then only you can avoid misfortune. Second point. So there is a natal distinctness. So this natal distinctiveness, janmajat visishtata, everyone is very distinct and very unique in nature. Every animate, every human being, any living organism is very unique, and that distinctness, who can understand, who is very much qualified, who knows the inborn traits, the tendencies, the potential within that human being, he can identify, he can easily express, and he can again inculcate those, and we can grow in a very healthy life. So that will be nurture, want to excel in the field that resonate with their natural inclinations. That's why the sanskar, that's the sanskar. So that is the inner instinct we have. So that we have to understand. So what we have to recognize that unique traits, and there is no one size fit all guidance for that. So those the instinctiveness. So we have to identify the natural distinctiveness. Then only we can move forward with those qualities and those tendencies. So that one can be a scientist, one can be a poet, one can be n number of activities are there. So it's again connected to his, from the identification from his childhood. So have to lead a very prosperous life with meaning and fortune. That's why Thakur again provided another beautiful verse: untottering adherence, adhering service to the love Lord gradually increases ability, rhythm of heart, and strength of life with an on-heaping fortune. Then only fortune comes, because first we have to be adhere with services, with on-tottering adherence to the love Lord, to the love center, to the superior love, and to the Supreme Father. That gradually increases our ability. So that faith we have to generate, again, as our previous Mahapatrada speaker mentioned about that. Again, that will condense gradually, and that will again give you a very good attachment towards your love center. So that faith and that love, both are twin sisters, you can say. So that definitely gives you a fortunate life and meaningful life. So here, I'll not go very detailed into dharma and religion. So I'll just keep here dharma and religion explained. So here, to uphold the life and growth of self as well as others is dharma. To bind oneself unrepentingly with love Lord, the seer of life and growth, the adjusted personality, to follow him according to his religion and to be initiated. You have to be initiated with that tuning, that holy name will tune everyone with a supreme soul, with a supreme father. Then we have to be born again. I have to burn again. That's why that term is Divya. So second birth we have in this present tenure. One time birth is there, but there is another birth we have to take. So then only the fortunate person he became, because the love the Lord your God with you all your heart and soul and with all your mind. That's Matthew. That means our Lord prophets Christ has mentioned these things. So again, since Thakur mentioned Lord is the asset, so Lord is his asset. Who is said to him? I have to set myself with him, then only be my Lord who is my asset. So then these are the instances. How? If I'll set very perfectly to my Lord, my master, if I'm very perfectly, I'm tuned with my master, then only these are the instances. You can see this is the accident which happened near to my native place, and this one, Pulmama attack, which happened in Jammu Kashmir. So both the instances, many disciples were there. So not a single fellow passenger. And one Guru Bhai was there in this terror attack. So they saved by a perfect tuning with the Holy Father, with the holy name. That is they're so fortunate. So that they overcome the misfortune. That's why the tuning, how the message comes to them. Once you tuned with if your tuning is perfect, you are tuning with the Supreme Father, with the holy name is perfect. All the time you are remembering Him with all your action and deeds, then definitely that message will come and will overcome. Why not others? If they are not tuned with the tuning. That's another example I'll come here. So comparison between satellite phone and SIM-based mobile. If you have a SIM-based mobile, you are a localized connection. If I'll have a satellite phone, I'm connecting a very powerful device, and I'm connected with a satellite which can connect globally at any point. It's at any range with any functionality and usage. So that is a beauty. So that if you connect it to the holy name, so you are more fortunate. And if you're remembering Him every time with all your action and deeds, that also gives you more power to gain and to believe and to achieve. So the royal road you can achieve. How you can achieve that acquisition? So you have to make it in your habit. That's what Thakur again mentioned. Habit is to habit. So you have to acquire those qualities. So go on with your habits until you have it, the existential goal. That means towards the being and becoming. Again, Thakur narrates art and science. Art is the practical application of science, and skill is the art. So you have to be a, a disciple. So disciple starts means you have to be disciplined, and with a discipline, your habit has to be very perfect, and you have to learn how to be a perfect man once you connected to a super beloved. So habit instigates one to have observation to discover. This is the royal road to acquisition. Thakur mentioned. So Thakur said, your habit will instigate you to have a perfect observation and to discern. So that again you will achieve the royal road to acquisition. So these are the people, you can see a few I mentioned here, they are very fortunate because they achieved the smile with their own face as well as their globally they have distributed the life to many scientists, to many lives of the country as well as the globe. So how to open the virtue within ourselves? That's what Thakur mentioned, to follow a great man with sincere and responsible service is a good opener of fortune and blessing. So you'll be blessed and you'll be fortunate if you're connected to a great man with sincere and responsible service. So fortune smiles with fame. That's what Thakur again mentioned. If you are fortunate, you can give your smile to n number of fellow person, your society. So fortune smiles with fame. Quick undertaking of work with swift performance, sweet delivery, with benign courtesy, their smiles, fame, and with fortune, and blessed entertainments. As Thakur mentioned, those who are fortunate, so their fortune also smiles with fame. So if you want name, fame, all those things, you have to be unicentric, you have to be concentric, with a swift performance, with a sweet delivery. So that's the beginning of your activities, and that gives you very royal road to achieve n number of things in your life. So clues to overcome misfortune, again Thakur mentioned, you have to avoid some aspects, then only you can overcome this misfortune. The time will fly off, otherwise you'll be unsuccessful. That's why Thakur mentioned, do one, do that immediately, which you contemplated for begetting good. Otherwise, the time which is waiting with bliss will fly off, laying an unsuccessful wreath of misfortune. That means, again, the time is very important, and we are driven by the time, and we are under the control of time. It's a very limited time we have. So whatever good we are contemplating, which is going to deliver a good, and the time will definitely bless you, will be blessed by the Supreme Father. So that's the fortune turns is there. Again, how fortune will taunt you? Fortune smiles with taunting sneer at him who does not avail himself of the honest, opportune moment with sincere activity. You have to be sincere, you have to be disciplined, you have to be concentric. These are the formulas to overcome misfortune. So clues to overcome misfortune, sorry and no time. These are the two words we have to avoid all the time. I could mention unto the doer of human welfare. So say not sorry or no time at any point. That is the whole idea behind this whole paragraph. Thakur has mentioned unto the doer of human welfare, whom your prime consideration must look unto, who begs the service of your ability and power bestowed. If you can manage, this will undoubtedly facilitate you, make fortune. So these are the points in the same, continuing the same paragraph. I will again mention, by the grace of interest and sympathy imbibed. Whereas if you refuse to do so, you'll turn behind and see the two sisters, sorry and no time. I have no time, very sorry. So these are two words I would coin, grinning and with a taunting gaze, hurling down your creeping approach towards prosperity with a follow-like spectre. So these are the two words in all our actions we have to minimize, we have to avoid, so that we will be more fortunate and will definitely have a blessed life. So I have to tune with the Supreme Father. How to make the tuning? So that is the ultimate with the holy name, the chanting the holy name. So he is because the name, the holy name bears everything in this world. That is the concept behind the science and spiritualism, which starts from this holy name and ends with this holy name. All the thing, whatever physically or in metaphysical form, in any other form, whatever your feels, you're experiencing, all are the conversion of this holy name only in this world. So with this holy words, again, Thakur's words, I'll conclude, and any discussion cues may you have, and my holy regards for all of you, and thank you. So I believe these are the questions which raised and communicated to me. I'm very sorry I am unable to be there physically, otherwise it would be a great pleasure for me. So now, if you have any questions, kindly can, if we will put, time is very short for all of you, and it's a time for dinner. Please, if you have any questions, then I'll definitely come back to that point.
Thank you so much, sir. Anyone from the audience who has any question? So, sir, there are no questions from the audience. The questions which are available in the screen, you can answer one
So
of these.
already how to overcome my misfortune. So already I have discussed through the presentation how to be fortunate and overcome all the misfortunes. What are the clues? What are the points? And what we have to avoid? And how to overcome distress through a spiritual way. So to overcome all your distress, so you have to be a disciple first. Then only all those already in the mention in the slide number, in the initial slides, all good qualities, then only we can acquire slowly. Because first the faith you have to generate, then the love, and we a disciplined life. Then only the distress, whatever you are facing in your spiritual way, those can be overcome. The third question, how to differentiate between when to adapt to misfortune and when to fight against it in order to change the situation. Already I have mentioned in my slides, so I have to differentiate when to adapt the misfortune and when to fight against it. So all the time, because the answers are here, say continuous and lifelong activities. You have to be inspired by your own, by your purpose, and with serene mind, for we are all. Then only shall all your purpose will be fulfilled. This is what Thakur mentioned in the holy book Satyanusaran. The purpose of life is to drive away all wants completely, and that is possible only by knowing the cause. So though we have to know the root cause, why it happened to me. We have to broaden our circle, our connectivity. Then only there is a universal brotherhood you can feel. We are very much isolated in this society nowadays. So once you broaden your circle, you have to widen your connectivity. Then only you can know better and better. Your inquisitiveness will increase day by day. And the fourth question, is this feeling right that I am not fit for it, or change the role of or anything, or it is just a doubt created in my dues to setbacks and frustrations. So failure, here Thakur mentioned, failure need not be weakness. If you fail, it's not a weakness. To fail to try is weakness. That's you have to try n number of times. If despite your all out efforts in anything, you fail to succeed, no harm. There is no harm at all, and you have to carry on, you have to carry on, and you have to try n number of times without any stop, and that unblemished effort must carry you towards the goal. So have to definitely that intensive whatever you have mentioned, the intensive whatever you are going to uh, have during your course curriculum, you are unable to succeed at a single try, but with multiple try you can do. And if you have good connectivity with the very finer people, or the present Acharya Dev, or with a universal brotherhood with n number of Guru Bhais and mothers and sisters, definitely you have a widened scope, and you will be very fortunate to get all your goals achieved with a steady and with, with a very beautiful manner. With this, I will conclude. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, if you could be visible for us for just a while. So here we conclude our technical session today, and a huge round of applause for Dr. Mohanty, sir. It was really interesting to know about the concept of Sree Sree Thakur from your talk, sir. So, and we are very much thankful and would like to you to visit IIT Dhanbad physically in our next seminar, maybe in future, sir.